on the game, on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. I am Jacob Volk. Sitting across from me, Eric Fischetti and Matt Charkowick. Guys, what's good?
What's going on?
So far, so good.
All right, sounds good. I like to hear that. Number to call, if you have something on your mind, is 516-572-7440. And we got to start with baseball. Tonight, the Yankees will continue their 3-game series at Guaranteed Rate Field, a horrible name for a baseball stadium, against the White Sox. Eric, I thought they still played at Comiskey Park. How about you?
I remember U.S. Cellular Field, too.
Yeah, that was the former name.
Cellular.
I knew what you meant. What are your thoughts on the series?
Well, I just want to go back just one series. I'm going to touch on a little bit against the Red Sox.
Oh, God. Do you have to?
I'm not going to touch on it a lot, but I would be lying to you if I told you that I wasn't just a little nervous.
I was going to ask you guys that coming onto the show. After that whole weekend, how you guys feel going down the stretch?
I'm slightly nervous. They're not going to win the division. That's done.
Absolutely not.
That's over. Forget about it. They can still make the wild card.
They could.
They're going to beat Oakland or Seattle. It will be tough, but they can still do it. They're just going to lose to Boston in the ALDS. And that's a disappointment.
Look, I'm hoping that's not
failure
the case.
By Boone.
I'm honestly hoping that's not the case.
Fire Boone!
I don't want to fire Boone, but
that's what I've been seeing all over Twitter.
Well,
it's not crazy. I wouldn't.
I think those fans are jumping the gun.
That's jumping the gun, yeah.
Yeah, because I honestly think it's way too early to fire Boone. Obviously, there are going to be growing pains, and if one of the growing pains right now is having one of the best records in baseball at one point, and on top of that, losing 2 of your best players, although one of them is not really showing it this year, but the other one is Aaron Judge.
I was going to say, Sanchez was one of their best players this year?
I honestly think that this year is a fluke. I think he's too good of a hitter to keep up this awful slump that he's in. I just think that he can be saved this year, and if he can't, I hope that it's a fluke. That's all I'm going to mention it. But this series at Chicago, in terms of Guaranteed Rate Field, I'm not even going to go crazy about it. This is a series that they should sweep.
Yes.
Honestly, like if you wanted to keep pace, like you said, the division's over. I'm not worried about the division. You can't focus on what the Red Sox are doing because it's an unfortunate situation where the Red Sox and the Yankees are in the same division. The Red Sox can't seem to lose, and the Yankees can't get out of their own way right now. And on top of that, you're losing your best player for a little bit. That's a tough pill to swallow. But once Judge comes back, and even Sanchez too, because as much as he is slumping, you miss that bat in the lineup. Because when Sanchez is in the lineup, that lineup is very, very different than what it is now. And I'm tired of seeing Robinson in right field, too.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. Yes, this Yankee lineup looks bad right now, and this goes back to something that I had hit on a couple weeks ago. The fact that Cashman destroyed any position player depth that he had. Frazier's hurt. Ellsbury's out for the year. You traded Drury, you traded McKinney, you traded Austin. There's no one left in Scranton who can help this team as a position player. So you're stuck with these guys. Now, with that being said, I want to go back to something you said about Judge and Sanchez being out is hurting the team. I agree with you, but my argument now is going to be that it shouldn't. What were we saying about the Yankees before this season, about their lineup?
That it was very deep.
That it was probably the best lineup in baseball. And probably one of the best lineups of all time. We were talking about them breaking the single-season home run record.
Of course.
Not even breaking. Shattering.
Yes.
Destroying. Done. Forget about it. If that's the case, why aren't guys like Bird, Stanton, Torres, and Duhar picking up the slack? How about Romine, too?
Well, I will say this. I think that Stanton is picking up the slack a little bit, and so far he's been the only one. Greg Bird can't seem...
struck out by Matt Davidson, though.
Yeah, I know, and he was laughing about it, but at least they were up 7 runs. But
yeah, that didn't bother me too much.
No, it didn't bother me. It was actually kind of funny, and I'm very happy to see that Stanton has a sense of humor.
I think Stanton just wanted to go home. He wanted some deep dish pizza. He wanted something. I don't know.
No, but out of everyone that you just said, I think Stanton is picking up the most slack. Greg Bird, is
Gregorius, too.
Yeah, Didi's coming around, too. Romine,
But they only have 2 guys in the lineup that's hitting. If you double that's 4, but Sanchez isn't hitting. So you have 3. You only have 3 guys in the lineup that's hitting. This isn't Judge and Sanchez being out that's hurting the Yankees. This is the Yankees just not hitting. That's what should concern you. 2 runs in 2 games against Boston, Friday, Saturday. That's not going to get it done. Forget about the Thursday game. The Thursday game was an anomaly. 6 runs in 3 games against Boston. Not going to get it done. You're in Fenway Park, one of the easiest places to hit a home run. I think Miguel Andujar was the only guy to hit a home run that series. It's a joke. This is on Boone somewhat. I don't think he should be fired yet. Eric, you had texted me something. When does Boone go? And I asked you before or after the playoffs. You said both. Before, there is a chance he's fired this year. If the Yankees fall out of the first wildcard spot and they're in danger of falling out of the playoffs altogether, then Boone may go. After the playoffs, it's possible he goes, depending on if they lose in the ALDS and how they do it. If they get swept by Boston, that's done. It's over. Forget about it. Girardi wouldn't have done that. John Farrell wouldn't have done that. No one else would do that. That's the issue with this rookie manager. Boone is making a bunch of boneheaded decisions. It's so stupid. This is why I wanted Farrell.
Are these growing pains in your decision? And I'm sorry, in your opinion, are these growing pains, or are these just a rookie manager just making bonehead mistakes?
Well, you just defined what growing pains are. It doesn't take a genius to manage this team. I could manage this team. Matt, you could manage this team. My dead grandmother could manage this team. It's not hard. The thing that's upsetting me about Boone is he's not having the Yankees play at their full potential. You can't tell me that being 9 games out of first place on August 7th is their full potential. There's no excuse for them to really be... Can someone shut that door, please? Someone shut that door. That's driving me nuts. Come on, someone shut it. That's ridiculous. People coming in and out of here, it's a joke. 9 games out of a playoff spot. You can't tell me, all right, Mike, good job. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I love you, Mike. I'm going to miss you when I leave August 31st. I'm going to miss you. You
Nice
better
plug.
call in. You better call in. Let me tell you. I'm going to be so mad if he doesn't. 9 games out of a playoff spot. 9 games out of the division. You can't tell me that's what this team is. You can't tell me that they should be 9 games out behind Boston. That's a joke. They should have won 3 out of 4 against Boston. That was the bare minimum of what I thought was acceptable. A split was not acceptable to me. It was at least 3 out of 4. I wanted a sweep.
Of
The
course.
Yankees were good against Boston.
Anybody would.
The Yankees had a winning record against Boston before this series. Now they're 5-8. It's not that good. That's actually pretty darn horrible. So it's concerning me that the Yankees are not playing at their full potential. They're going to beat up on some garbage teams like the White Sox, the Rangers, the Blue Jays for the 98 team. The series that I am looking forward to the most, their West Coast trip, where
Yes.
they face Oakland and Seattle the beginning of next
It's going
month.
to be huge.
That's going to be so important for them.
Look, it really is, and they showed a graphic on yesterday. The majority of the teams that they are playing have a sub 500 record, which is probably the best thing for them right now, because you can't worry about the Red Sox. You can't. The division's out of, no, it's not going to happen.
Well, you can worry about the Red Sox in the sense that you're going to face them in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, but that's not the reason why I'm saying that. Obviously, you got to worry about the Red Sox when you meet them in the playoffs. You know, obviously, if you get that far, hopefully they do. But you can't worry about them now until you face them again. You got to worry about getting this team
you
right.
can't watch the standings.
Yes, exactly. You cannot watch the standings. You got to worry about getting this team right. You got to worry about seeing these guys hit. Neil Walker's starting to hit again,
Yeah.
which is great. Didi's starting to hit again too, which is great. Greg Bird hit the ball hard a couple of times yesterday, which was great. Didn't have anything to show for it though.
Sunday's game, the GOAT was not Andujar, it was not Boone, it was Greg Bird. There was no excuse for him to not take that ball out of the dirt. No excuse.
Yes, but that was a hard play. I'm not putting the full blame on both of them, but it was just a play that should have been made. I agree with you.
Let me tell you something. When I was in Little League, I was a first baseman.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that we used to do every day as first baseman was scoop balls out of the dirt. It's something that you practice every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of
a
course.
major league first baseman makes that play. Dominic Smith makes that play. Yoenis Cespedes would make that play if that's when the Mets are going to play him. Peter Alonso's going to make that play. I've seen him make that play. I've seen him play. The Yankees have had countless first basemen who can make that play. Chris Carter would have made that play. G-Man Choi would have made that play. Lyle Overbay would have made that play. Greg Bird is the sole reason why the Yankees lost on Sunday. It's not Chapman. It's not Andujar. It's not Boone. It's Greg Bird. Bird is starting to scare me. I don't know if I can trust him as the first baseman going forward.
What's scaring you the most about him, though? I'm curious.
He's not hitting. He's not producing. He's not staying healthy. That's the thing. Nick Ornberger hates Greg Bird. Well, I don't know if he hates him.
He's not the biggest fan.
He just really doesn't like him. I'm higher on Bird than him, but I'm not the president of the Greg Bird fan club. I think Greg Bird can get his act together. There was an opportunity here with Judge and Sanchez out for him to get his act together. He just didn't seize the moment. What's that Eminem song? You only got one chance, one opportunity, something,
Lose
rapper,
yourself.
something.
Yeah, lose yourself.
Yeah,
I had that in my head, too.
All right, let's see if I can find it in the immortal words of Eminem. Let's see if he can enlighten us as to what the Yankees should do. Here we go.
It's going to take a little bit, though.
It is?
Yeah,
it's
just
not
a
right
little
away?
bit.
I thought it was right away.
Here it is. Hold on.
All right.
Shot. One opportunity.
Here we go.
To seize everything you ever wanted. One moment. Did you capture it? Or just let it slip?
There you
Bird
go.
let it slip. Tyler Austin let it slip. A lot of people on this
The
team.
following lyric was, "My palms are sweaty."
Yeah,
And his glove was more than sweaty.
knees weak, mom's spaghetti. Yeah. Such a stupid line.
It's famous.
It is famous. I mean, it's one of those non sequiturs. There's a song, New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fly when a girl stops by for the summer. Da 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 da.
You amaze me.
Something Abercrombie and Fitch.
You amaze me. I'm going to look it up on my way home, but you amaze me.
I think the band is LFO. I think it's called Summertime. It came out in '95, I think.
I'll take your word for it.
All right. Also tonight, the Mets will continue their 3-game series at Citi Field against the Reds. In other words, a series that no one outside of New York or Cincinnati cares about.
I don't care for it.
Matt, what do you think of the series?
Don't care for it. This is... If you couldn't tell already, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what else to really say about this Mets club and this entire dumpster fire of a season. I don't even want to look at it. That's why I watched the Yankees series this past weekend. I couldn't even watch my Mets.
Hey, I don't blame you. What do you think of the Matt Harvey tribute?
I saw the clip of it on Facebook. You know, it was nice to see that, but for all the people that barely were there...
Would you have done it?
No.
You wouldn't have done it?
No.
I agree with you.
I would not have done it. I don't think it was necessary.
The guy only had 3 good years for the Mets. He didn't deserve it.
I think they should have done it only because they need to get people in the stadium somehow.
Well,
that's the only reason why I would have done it.
Does Matt Harvey having a video tribute really make you want to go to the game? Like,
no.
Oh my God, I get to see a montage of Matt Harvey's career. That's just going to make me upset if I'm a Met fan.
If he was pitching, yes, I would want to go. But the thing is, I don't even think he's pitching this series.
No, he's not.
Right?
No,
he's not.
It's Sal Romano tonight and Robert Stevenson tomorrow. So that's who's pitching for the Reds. I got news for you. Tom Browning isn't walking through that door anytime soon for the Reds. Rob Dibble isn't walking through that door. Norm Charlton isn't either. Barry Larkin, Lou Piniella, Chris Sabo. I can keep going on and on.
Griffey Jr.
About the Nasty Boys. I was talking Nasty Boys. Ken Griffey was after. Yeah, this is a complete laugher of a series, Matt. I don't blame you for not being interested in it. No one outside of New York or Cincinnati is. And even then, you've got to be a diehard fan of the Mets or Reds to really appreciate it. So speaking of the Mets, according to Stephen Marcus of Newsday, Mickey Callaway will return for a second year. Matt, what are your thoughts on him returning?
It would be a typical Mets move to make a deal like that if they do sign him. Because, you know, you said...
it's not signing him, it's just not firing him.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, you said before, I could run the Yankees. I'd rather run this Mets team. Anybody on the planet Earth could make this a better franchise than Mickey Callaway.
I think he's working with what he has.
Well, he is. I'm not going to... You know what? I might give him another year if we do keep him. Because, you know what? It's a very bare bones season he's working with. You know, everybody had high expectations this season with the new manager.
So stupid.
It really is.
There was no chance that the Mets were going to make the playoffs this year, people.
There was.
I got news for you.
I was not on that high train.
89 wins. How?
Because
unrealistic.
I figured they thought...
89 losses, maybe.
I thought
I've given him 100 losses at this point.